I have in my hands the national documents that the government of Nigeria give to the people. I have here the national ID card. For me and my entire family, it is still in paper form. So don't be surprised that I'm showing you paper. I have also the driver's license. You cannot drive in Nigeria unless you have a driver's license. It will be very illegal for you to be driving without a driver's license.
That's correct.
We also have the voter's card. The voter's card is very, very important also. And then we have the national passport. Now, let's look at them in the order of importance. The national identity card is almost becoming what we cannot do without. You can't do banking going forward without your national ID card, because there's that number is almost becoming you. And the way government is trying to do things now, there's virtually nothing you may be able to do going forward without your national identity card. So this is very, very important. From that, you need this. And you may not be able to do a lot of things if you don't have it going forward. The most important one after the national identity card is the voter's card. The voter's card is very, very important for every Nigerian to have, particularly once you are from 18 years and above.
Yes, that's correct. 18
years and above. A lot of people pride in national, international passport beyond voter's card. Okay, there are countries that people live from the time they live to the time they die. Maybe they die at the age of 80, they never travel out of the country. But they will need to vote. They will need to vote their leaders. And then the driver's license. Some people live and die without even owning a car or driving cars. It's not owning a car is no longer a sign of prosperity in many countries. You know, if the transport system is working very well, you may not even need a car. You may not need to have a driver's license. But this is very important. If you are a patriot, if you are a citizen, a good citizen, and you are a good citizen, and you want to exercise your right of choosing your leaders. But sadly, a lot of people just collected this for collecting sake, and they have never used it. They have never used it. And again, there are millions of Nigerians who are of voting age.
It's true, sir.
From 18 and above, and they are not interested in the voter's card.
That's correct.
So if you are not interested in the voter's card, you are simply showing that you don't care much about your country.
Exactly.
And when you are complaining that things are not working, particularly if you are 18 years and above, if you are 18 years and below, you are pardoned. Yeah, but if you are 18 years above and you don't have a voter's card, or you have it and you don't use it, then you don't really care about your country.
That's correct.
You don't really love your country.
That's correct.
And you cannot boast that you are a patriot.
That's correct.
So,
sir,
as we are being come down towards the FCT area council election, which is going to be the first election in the life of the new INEC, every Nigerian must begin to look for their voters card wherever they have tucked it away, and bring it out, and then begin to look for the candidate they will use it to vote for. You know, in this coming election for FCT, and then the national election that is coming. And if you don't have at all, you need to just go to the nearest INEC office to you and get one, because this is your voice. This is what helps you to choose good leaders. And some people say, okay, I'm not interested because the leaders that we have voted for before, the votes do not count. If we do some people have an argument. They said, if you fall down on top of the horse that is supposed to take you on the journey, what do? You climb it again. So if you have voted before and you felt that your vote did not count, it may be because we didn't do all the things that we needed to do to make our vote to count. For example, when you finish voting,
you stay behind.
Stay behind. Make sure that you know what happened to that vote, and then select representative that will follow the vote from the polling unit to the collation center, from the ward to the area council, all the way to the top. And then there's no magic that anybody can do, because if we vote and we make it count at the polling unit, and we have the evidence of the total tabulation of votes with us, and then when we aggregate all the vote for a candidate in all the polling units, even before I declare the result, you can know your result, and then you can be able to nip rigging in the board. Rigging is not that magical that we cannot be able to deal with. But the reason is that we have allowed politicians to push us away and to make us not to use our voters card for those who have it, and not to be interested for those who do not have it. So we are urging you, if you're a Nigerian that does not have a voters card, go and get one.
That's
because
correct.
on the 21st of February 2026, we are going to choose our councillors and area council chairman in FCT. And then there's bigger election coming up for the president, for the senators, for the honorables, and then for the governors and the State House of Assembly in February 2027.